Hey, you. Yeah, you. The one who's listening quietly. Wondering if this episode is really meant for you. It is, because today we're talking about something that might feel both tender and terrifying: trust. More specifically, how do you trust again after someone shattered the safety you once believed in? How do you let someone in when the last time you did, they walked through your heart with muddy boots and left without even closing the door? How do you soften when your nervous system is always on edge, waiting for the next betrayal? You're not imagining it. You're not being too sensitive. You're not broken. You're just wounded, and you're doing your best to survive. But here's the part no one talks about. Healing doesn't always feel soft. Sometimes, healing looks like learning how to unclench, to stay, to breathe, when every part of you wants to run. Let's go back, just for a moment. Can you remember the moment your trust was broken? Not just the action, but the feeling? That deep internal collapse. Like your inner world suddenly didn't make sense anymore. Maybe someone lied, cheated, abandoned you when you needed them most. Maybe they told you they loved you, but only when it was convenient. Whatever it was, it changed you, and maybe now, you hesitate to believe in good intentions. You question kindness. You brace for impact, even in calm spaces. You keep one foot out the door, just in case. Because if you're already halfway gone, maybe it won't hurt as much when it ends. But here's the thing, my love. You can't half love and expect whole connection. You can't armor your heart and still feel intimacy. You can't be safe and seen if you never show up fully. I know that's hard to hear, but it's not a judgment. It's an invitation. You are allowed to protect yourself, but not to the point of disappearance. Because, yes, trust takes time. It takes patience. It takes consistency. But above all, it takes risk. There is no trust without the possibility of being hurt again. Let that sit with you. It doesn't mean you rush. It doesn't mean you let anyone in without discernment. But it does mean, at some point, you'll need to stop using your past as a prophecy. You'll need to stop measuring new people with the ruler of old pain. That's not fair to them. And it's not fair to you. So, how do we begin to trust again? Let's break it down. 1. Start with yourself. Before you ask, can I trust them? Ask, can I trust myself to handle whatever happens? Because when you know that you can walk away, that you will listen to your gut, that you'll choose yourself if needed, suddenly, trusting others becomes less about them and more about your own groundedness. You're not trusting blindly. You're trusting from a rooted place of self-worth. 2. Trust in layers. You don't have to spill your whole soul on day one. Let people earn your stories. Let trust unfold through actions, not just words. Do they show up when they say they will? Do they apologize when they're wrong? Do they listen without trying to fix you? If yes, that's data. That's trust being built, quietly, over time. 3. Name the fear. Instead of pretending you're fine, say it. Say, I get anxious when people go quiet, because that's how I was ghosted before. Or, I want to trust you, but part of me is scared you'll leave too. Speaking the fear out loud gives it less power. It creates room for understanding. And it gives others a chance to hold your vulnerability, gently. And finally, 4. You're allowed to try again, even if it's scary. Let love be risky. Let softness be brave. Let your healing be loud, not just in isolation, but in connection. Because connection is where the old stories are rewritten. You're not the same person who was hurt before. You are wiser now, more aware, more attuned to your needs. And still, you are worthy of closeness, of being held, of being believed, of being chosen, without conditions. So if today, your heart feels torn between opening and hiding, let it open, just a crack. Let a little light in. Let a little air touch the parts of you that have been locked away for too long. You don't have to go fast. But you do have to go gently. Because love, real love, isn't loud. It's not dramatic. It's not chaos. It's a quiet presence that says, I'm not going anywhere. And one day, you'll believe them. Not because they said the right words, but because you chose to believe in your own ability to rise. Again, and again, and again. You're doing the work. You're walking through the fire. And even when you wobble, you are still healing. And that is more than enough. Until next time, be slow, be soft, and above all, be brave enough to believe in love again.